Do you know that the average person checks their phone every 4.3 minutes? That's a lot of distractions. But here's the crazy part. Every time you get distracted, it takes about 23 minutes to fully get back into the task. That's like losing a whole afternoon every time you check a notification. Imagine if you could train your focus so well that these distractions didn't bother you. What if you could focus so deeply that your creativity would flow effortlessly? Sounds like magic, right? But it's not. It's all about how you train your focus. In this video, we're going to break down how you can sharpen your focus until it feels like you've unlocked a superpower. You'll learn practical techniques to avoid distractions, enter a state of flow, and turn your ordinary ideas into brilliant creations. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. So, if you're ready to unlock your hidden creative potential, stay tuned. You're about to discover how focus can make your ideas come to life in ways you never imagined. Chapter 1. The spell of focus. Casting your mind's magic wand. When you think of creativity, what comes to mind? Often, we picture it as an abstract concept or an unpredictable burst of inspiration. But what if I told you that creativity isn't magic, it's focus? Focus is your magic wand, and with practice, you can wield it to unlock your creative potential. Studies show that the human brain can only focus on one thing at a time, and if you train it well, it can perform feats that seem almost magical. The key to creativity lies in how well we control our attention. In a world filled with distractions, creating a focused environment is the first step. Take a moment to clear your space, both physically and mentally. Turn off notifications, close extra tabs, and remove clutter. When you give your brain space to think, you give it room to create. Studies from Harvard show that clearing physical clutter can actually boost your ability to focus by reducing cognitive load. Just like a wizard needs a clean wand to cast a spell, you need a clear mind to create magic. Chapter 2. Mastering the art of mental gymnastics. Flex your focus muscles. Think of focus as a muscle. You don't wake up with a six-pack, you build it over time. Similarly, improving your focus requires regular mental exercises. One of the simplest and most effective strategies is mindfulness. Research has shown that mindfulness training increases the brain's capacity to focus by strengthening the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and attention. Try starting your day with 5 minutes of mindful breathing. Focus on nothing but your breath, no distractions, no thoughts. Another trick to train your focus is to play focus games. Studies from the University of California show that games like chess, puzzles, and even simple card games can enhance cognitive control. These games train your brain to pay attention to one task for extended periods. Over time, you'll notice that your ability to stay focused improves in everyday life, making it easier to tap into your creativity. Chapter 3. The secret potion. Flow state as your creative elixir. Now, let's talk about something that might feel like magic but is actually a well-researched mental state. Flow. Flow is that state where time seems to disappear, and you're fully immersed in what you're doing. This state is where creativity thrives. In fact, research by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who coined the term flow, shows that people in this state are up to 5 times more productive and creative than when they're not. To trigger flow, start by aligning your challenge level with your skills. If it's too easy, you'll get bored. If it's too hard, you'll get frustrated. The sweet spot is where your abilities are stretched just enough to keep you engaged, but not overwhelmed. If you're working on a creative project, give yourself a clear goal. As you focus on this goal, your mind will enter the flow state, and you'll find your creativity naturally unfolding. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical tips on how to enhance your creativity and stay focused. Chapter 4. Focus alchemy. Turning ordinary thoughts into gold. Here's where focus becomes pure magic. When you can take an ordinary thought and turn it into something extraordinary. This concept is called focus alchemy. The more you can concentrate on an idea, the more your brain connects the dots and finds new ways to approach it. Research shows that intense focus activates the brain's creative networks, helping you think in novel ways. When you give your full attention to something, your brain starts to form unique connections that lead to creative breakthroughs. A great way to practice focus alchemy is through deep work. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, argues that working without distractions allows for higher levels of cognitive performance. When you eliminate distractions and dive into your task, the quality of your work improves. Take time each day to engage in at least 1 hour of focused, distraction-free work. This is when the real magic happens. Chapter 5. The Time Bender. Manipulate time to amplify creativity. Did you know that your perception of time is completely malleable? With intense focus, you can manipulate time itself. This may sound like science fiction, but there's science to back it up. The more focused you are, the less aware you become of the passing hours. Time bends, and what seems like an hour can feel like 5 minutes. On the flip side, when you're distracted, time drags, and tasks feel never-ending. One way to take control of time is through the Pomodoro technique. This method, which involves working in 25-minute blocks followed by short breaks, has been proven to improve focus and productivity. It creates a sense of urgency that pushes you to focus deeply during each block of time. Over time, you'll find that you can stretch those 25 minutes of intense focus into longer, more productive sessions. Chapter 6. The Magic of Unplugging. Why silence is the ultimate focus spell. Finally, let's talk about the secret weapon of focus: silence. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with noise and notifications, the ability to unplug is more important than ever. Research shows that constant digital interruptions reduce your brain's capacity to focus and even lower IQ levels. Your creativity suffers when you're constantly distracted by your phone or email. The antidote? Silence. Take regular breaks from the digital world to give your brain a chance to reset. Some of the best ideas come to us when we step away from the noise and let our minds wander. By intentionally seeking out moments of silence throughout the day, whether during a walk, a quiet cup of coffee, or simply by closing your eyes for a few minutes, you create the mental space for creativity to bloom. The magic of silence is real, and when you embrace it, you unlock a powerful tool for focus and creativity. Remember, the key to becoming more creative isn't about waiting for the right moment, or hoping for inspiration to strike. It's about learning how to focus so deeply that your creativity becomes unstoppable. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more practical strategies to train your mind and unlock your full creative potential.